Whatever the mind can conceive, can believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. In today's video, we will talk about a very powerful ability every human being has, and that ability is the gift of imagination. Now, this gift of imagination, we would use it on a very powerful process called visualization. Not just any visualization, but a visualization technique so powerful that it can actually help you manifest something in here into actual materiality. Goal visualization. Okay? But before we begin, let's actually go back and revisit a video that I've made about a week ago, and it's a third eye meditation. And if you have actually done that meditation just right before bed, you probably would have received some intuitive guidance from the universe, from your higher self, as well as some guidance from your subconscious mind. Now, if you haven't received any, please do it again. You probably have not done it right the first time, okay? But if you do, please act and follow along that intuitive insight. It is always correct, okay? Always guiding you, okay? Now, let's jump into this process called goal visualization. Why is goal visualization so important? Now, we must remember our nervous system can never see the difference between what is imagined and what is actually real. So if you imagine something so intently, it has to manifest. This is the law of consciousness. So always remember, imagine so vividly that when it happens, it doesn't seem amazing at all because it's already manifested in here. Make sense? So this is the power of visualization. And in today's goal visualization, we need to understand the process. I've actually created a video before that. In order for us to go into a state of creation, we must first be in a state of nothingness or emptiness. We must first learn to center ourselves. So if you have not watched that video of how to center yourself, please go and watch that video. I just did a couple of days back. Please go and watch it, okay? So before any visualization practice, always go into a state of centeredness. Then you go into the process of goal visualization. Now, what is goal visualization? Simply, if you do not have an idea or a direction what to do or where to head to next, there is just this dark tunnel that you need to go across. Now, goal visualizations come very useful, and the best time to do it is 10 minutes before bedtime or 15 minutes, okay? And in this period, right, why is it so important to do it before bedtime? It's because your subconscious mind during this period is the most moldable whenever you are about to go to sleep, 10 minutes before actually. So this is the moment where it can actually help you create realities within your mind and actually help you bend and mold to the best of outcome. Okay, so during this process, in the creative visualization process where you actually manifest your goal in your mind, is to first think, what is the overall outcome? At the end of the tunnel, what do you see? The light at the end of the tunnel, what do you see? What do you want your ideal life? As Neville Goddard actually mentioned before, you need to think feelingly. Okay, thinking feelingly means you think with all your senses, your touch, your smells, your feelings, your sense of sight, hearing, everything, all your senses, you need to utilize it in this visualization technique. When you're visualizing your end goal, what is it? Okay, I see a dream house. I need to touch the dream house. And the key here is not actually visualizing for a very long period. Actually visualizing short periods of 10 to 15 seconds, short bursts of different scenes. Make it as vivid as possible. Actually feel, actually touch, actually see, actually smell, actually hear, actually taste. Use all your senses. That is what we call think feelingly. And use different scenes in that visualization process. And what the goal visualization actually does is, if you do not have a direction, then subsequently you will receive intuitive insights and guidance that will help you come up with processes and lead you in a direction ahead. That is the power of creative goal visualization. You think of the overall outcome. However, a simple example here we need to use is, let's say if you're wishing to manifest wealth, money, Don't just think of an end outcome like $1 million. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Best for you to actually reverse engineer. Think of what that money you would like to use to purchase the ideal life. Okay, so probably you might want to have like a 20k kind of per month salary, and that would actually help you live the freedom lifestyle that you want, so that you could buy the dream house, the dream car, have your partner, and have babies. So what is it that you ultimately want? Reverse engineer. Don't think of just one lump sum, because usually people can't, the brain or the mind can't have an end goal easily just like that. You know, it is too wide of a range. Okay, if you say 1 million, then you'll be like, oh, is 1 million really enough? You see? So reverse engineer. Reverse engineer, say what is the sort of lifestyle that I want, and how much money would be enough to suffice when I have this going on in my life. Make sense? Now, there is also another process called the micro goal visualization, which is pretty much the same. So if you already know, or you have an idea, let's say if you're a business owner, you have an idea what to actually visualize, or what you've already experienced this tiny success before, and you just want more of that success. Now you can use this micro goal visualization, and it is important for you to also think feelingly, but also think along the lines of what's next. What's the next barrier to overcome? What's the next achievement that you would like to reach, or the next milestone basically? So if let's say you're a business owner, you're earning like 30k per month. Now you probably want to scale up your business. So the next overall goal would be 40k per month. Okay, you 2x your previous. So 40k per month would be one of your achievement. So I give you a simple example of mine. When I first began, I visualized, because I did not have any direction back then, okay, during the year 2021, okay, where COVID actually just began, I lost work, right? So I only knew that I did not want to do interior design anymore, because I always changing companies and I'm just sick and tired of it. Okay, so it was so commercialized, and back then I was also going through my spiritual awakening. So I came to realize that I wanted to help people. Okay, so what is next then? I want to help people, and I did not really have a clue what should I do as a career so that I could help people and give me the fulfillment and satisfaction that I so long for, you see. So that was where I started doing a lot of visualization. What sort of lifestyle do I want? I wanted a freedom lifestyle where I'm not working for anybody. I wanted to help people and yet not be, tied down to a 9-to-5 job. That was what I wanted. And then I started to think along the lines, how much money would I be earning? What kind of house would I be living? What car am I driving? Do I have my own children? Things like that. And when I started to visualize more and more vividly, okay, things started to align for me. Because this is just how magical things are. When you start visualizing and you have the strong intent, the universe seems to attract everything for you that lines you up to your direction and your perfect pathway. Okay, so what happens next was that I was actually enrolling in a paid program, in a personal development program. And in that program, my mentor actually guided me and wanted us to just, go and start doing YouTube channels. I was like, what? I keep doing this, you see, I'm stuttering, things like that. I can't even talk properly. And you want me to do a YouTube channel? How am I gonna even do it? So when I started doing my very first video, one thing led to another. I was doing YouTube for an entire year, and it just didn't pick up, and back then I was struggling because I was making 4 videos a week and my following was only like 230. Okay, so it was miserable. Okay, and I was always visualizing along the process as well as I was working, because I was like, oh, what should I do? Am I just gonna be doing social media? But what if my social media can't pick up and I can't earn passive income? So I wasted 1 full year. But I did not really wasted that 1 year. I learned a lot of skills about social media. And as I was visualizing the process, there was some guidance from the community, and the community, one of the community members actually reached out to me. He said, hey Garrett, why not you actually start doing TikTok? I've been doing this TikTok and I find that it's working. It seems to be picking up. So when I went into TikTok, it just blew up. After like several months, it just blew up. I had 10k, 20k following up to my current following right now. So things just seems to line up for you once you do this process of visualization. And as I was actually doing this social media, when I started off, I had no direction what I wanted to do still. You see, I just knew that I wanted to spread my message, to help the world, to make the world a better place, you know. So I did not have an idea, but as I was actually visualizing more and more, suddenly there were people that was, you know, sent out private message to me and say, hey Garrett, do you have any coaching programs for me to actually be coached under you? And that was where I started to think, what is coaching all about? And that was where I started checking with my mentor, and that was where he actually told me, oh, you can actually try to look into the direction of life coaches, you know. So that was where I started to learn, you know, oh, so there's a career actually called life coach. And that was where I started to pursue this pathway. You see, one thing led to another. If you have not done this creative visualization process, you have not think of the end goal, you would probably not be attracting all the synchronicities, I would say, or all these different directives that helps you support your pathway towards where you should head to, you see. So micro goal is for you to simply visualize what's the next step if you already know what you want. And the key here is to visualize the next milestone together with the feeling. If you do not have a direction or where to head to, visualize the feeling. Okay, you just need to visualize, oh, I need to feel like this, I want to have this dream house, dream car, dream. Okay, everything you need to visualize vividly as much as possible, feelingly. Okay, then watch what happens next, and then you will start receiving intuitive insights and downloads. Okay, so hope this video makes sense for you. If you've got any questions, please leave it in the comment sections. And also, whatever insight that you receive from the third eye meditation, I would love for you to also share it in the comment section. That would be very helpful. Okay, much love and blessings to you.